Hello everyone. I had this shelf in a closet for a number of years, and all I had on this shelf was a whole bunch of greeting cards. And then I had this little shelf right here with my crock pot and miscellaneous things. Now, in my sink is a whole bunch of flower pots that I had to throw away because the dirt and everything caused bugs and whatnot. So in my pantry I was gonna put in my potatoes and stuff. But then I said, since I don't really want to throw away this very good shelf, I'm going to use it to put some of my goods so that I am right by the kitchen. Now, a few days ago, I made a post and I said I was going to get a shelf and put it right here so that I could have some of my things accessible to my kitchen. But now I'm looking at this space right here, and this right here is my front door, but I put it right here. So now I'm going to take my potatoes and put my potatoes on this shelf so I don't have to run back and forth to where I normally store them. The only problem is I have to go in the other closet to get one extra because it's not enough to make it look a certain way. And since I use my my Nor packets frequently, I'm just gonna put them right here. I am the type of person that does not like food exposed to the naked eye of people that come into my home. I don't know how to explain it, but just in case of like something really bad, catastrophe or anything, you wouldn't want people to see you have a surplus and they try to break your door down. That's my way of thinking because, of course, I have mental health illness. So I always think, what if? So now I have this empty bin and I have some more potatoes, but those are whole potatoes. I'm going to put them right there. And my pinto beans that I love so much, oh no, I have quite a few whole potatoes. So I'm going to put the whole potatoes right there. And my pinto beans right there. I absolutely love canned pinto beans, boys and girls. Yes, I do. Add a little touch of spices in there. You know, I have been sweating all day. I have been laying down. I have been doing a little bit of tidying here and there, but I kid you not. I don't know how. Maybe when I put it in there, because some of my corn is bent. But I don't have a problem with bent cans. I don't. As long as the top is not protruding, I will eat it. Definitely. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a can of beets and I'm going to open it later. I'm going to leave those there and try to see if I can make me a meal with it. Oh, you may see some videos that were confusing. I closed my account before, and for some reason something didn't look right or whatever, so I went back and I went digging and I found about 600 videos. So I put up maybe about 200 today. So they are from when I had my other channel, but I'm dealing with a situation and I may end up in a courthouse. So I do know there's a I do know there is a few videos that will be able to prove that I'm telling the truth. So hopefully, I don't know if they're up or not. I hope they are, but I have to put up some more videos. I don't know what time or whatever was in it, but so don't get confused. And then now that you get to see some of those videos, You'll get to see when I was smaller before I gained all this weight. You'll get to see when I was really unwell and was going through different stages. Now, see, y'all heard that drop, right? Okay, as long as y'all know y'all heard it, because I keep hearing stuff, but I'm sick in the head, so let's remember that. And don't be ashamed if you hear stuff and other people don't hear it, because you are who you are. And love yourself, okay? But I'm hearing the paper moving because I put the paper there. Now, I'm not gonna. I found all of these bins on the side of the road, but I kid you not, I have more bins than I could possibly imagine using, and I don't know if I want to get rid of them because I have a strange feeling that I'm going to, like today, I just want to sit down and craft. I'm so like emotionally unwell because I want to make greeting cards. And that means that my head is in a certain place. Because when my head is in a certain place, the only thing that I want to do is make greeting cards. And I'm so upset because right now, all I want to do is make greeting cards and I'm fighting myself. And then I said to myself, okay, let me, come out of my room. Let me try to, do something around the house. And then somehow I ended up on the computer. And then I see a post where people are chiming in saying that greeting cards is a waste of money and all kind of stuff, and they have all of these reasons, and then they're saying that they can go to the Dollar Tree and buy a Dollar Tree card, and I don't believe it has anything to do with the fact that I love greeting cards. It has to do with what greeting cards mean to me, and to read what people were saying, I felt a certain type of way, and then I was so upset because then I had to turn around and make a post because I felt a certain type of way. But at that moment when I was feeling the way I was feeling, I'm looking at all of these groups where people are making greeting cards because emotionally it soothes them. There are people in the armed forces that like to get a card, people in the hospital, people in the nursing home, children for their birthdays. It doesn't matter. And to say I can get a greeting card from the Dollar Tree, what kind of card can you get at the Dollar Tree that is mass produced that can compare to a card that someone would make out of the kindness of their heart when their soul is into the card? So that just tells you that the person doesn't understand what a greeting card means to someone who would actually make a greeting card. But to know that mentality would also be the root cause of why someone who has zero access to working outside of their home. Now, I'm not speaking of me, even though I can't keep a job outside of my home, but I'm speaking of all the people that are out there making cards, going to these pop-up events, and then you have people saying cards are a waste of money. Do you know how many people would really want to buy a card, but then someone influenced their mind to think that a card is a waste of money? But I can't believe it. So I made a post and I was feeling a certain type of way, and at the very end I said stupid motherfuckers, because that's exactly how I felt. But I kept it clean and I put the F. I said the stupid mother and I put the F, but I really wanted to say other things because there are freaking groups out there of people, that senior citizens that have nothing to do all day, and pieces of paper is what gives them purpose. I cannot believe people would be so freaking to say stuff like that. Now, I kid you not, but that's not the only reason why. That's not the only reason why I felt the way I felt. I felt a different type of reason. I don't know, because I saw a post where this person was saying, now where the blows and skirt this going? Okay, right here. I saw a person and they were saying how they have been trying, to do everything. They have kids, they're trying to put money on the table, they're trying to sell, they're hand making, they're doing everything. Now, right now, it is hard. It is hard for a whole lot of people. But just think about the fact that these people who have kids that are this young have They hope their kid get a job when they get older. They hope that they can walk into a restaurant and their child can be a cashier. It doesn't matter, whatever to pay the bills. But then you have all of these people saying, this is not worth money. This now, I kid you not, I am gonna always feel what I feel about certain beauty products and stuff like, because you can't eat that stuff. That stuff can't pay your bills and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna feel that way. But it's something that would lift someone's spirits. A child could make a little thing at school, and put it somewhere and make a little store for themselves. Stuff like that makes people happy. But followers, there's something wrong with people that jump on the bandwagon of people who think that way. And then for me, I know a lot of people on Friday and Saturday want to go to the liquor store, spend 40, 50, $60 in the liquor store. You find nothing wrong with that. That's your rent money. That's your light money. That's your fucking credit card money. You find nothing wrong with that. But then you see a little kid at the selling lemonade, and that's not. Now I'm not gonna drink lemonade if I see a little kid at the table drinking it. Make it. I kid you not. I promise you. But I am always, if gonna leave $1 or $2 on the table, I will never drink it. It's just I have my own issues. I'm never drinking it. But I kid you not. I am like, wow. And I'm sick and tired now that I had to take this freaking medicine because my face is soaking wet. My face is soaking wet. So now I got to go back to sleeping with soaking wet pillows and my underarms. You see, my arms are open because my arms are getting moist. Right here. Not even under here, but right here. I am disgusted, but I'm gonna figure it out the best way I can. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. And this right here, if you don't know, this is what lines your door. And I lined my door just recently because I had a terrible draft. That hallway feels like outside. And I put this around my door, but I bought enough for about 2 or 3 of my neighbors. And I haven't seen any of them to give it to them. You can't just leave something at somebody's door and they don't know what it is. But I haven't seen it. One lady comes in at night. Sometimes she doesn't come in by herself, so I don't go outside in the hallway. But I'm gonna leave it there. Now this shelf here that I don't need is going on the marketplace. And I'm so happy that I have about 5 positive reviews now on the marketplace. Makes me trusting because people know me. So I'm so happy for that. I'm expecting something to come through the door today. It's going to take me a few minutes to put it up. I'm going to do my review and I'm going to knock it out and take care of what I got to take care of. And I'm so thankful. So I do have that. But in this kitchen, I have about 50 flower pots to wash. And every time I go in that kitchen and see those dishes, you know what I do? I walk right out of it. No dishes. Every time I go in the kitchen and I see it, I walk right back out. So now I'm dealing with something that I'm not accustomed to dealing with because I would be in my room and doing something. I'd be like, okay, let me go wash these 2 little dishes. And I go wash the dishes and I'm happy to wash the dishes. But now I go in there and like now I'm looking at it. I turn the light off. I say, okay, you stay there till I feel like looking at you. And I don't want to have that nasty mentality because this is where I live. And I love my home, and my home has to look like I love it. So I'm going to probably throw them in the dishwasher, run the dishwasher twice, and call it a day, and then bag it up and throw it on the marketplace. Because absolutely, I will never try to grow anything else in here. Those bugs, they almost took me in. But I'm happy for another reason. My shirts are coming on the 14th. I just got an update finally from the post office. So 2 of my orders will arrive. But you know what I said to myself? I am not going. This is my last time. I think this is my last time trying to do anything. I'm going to absolutely, I'm going to just most likely give up everything. I'm gonna try to do YouTube every now and then, but at this point where my mind is right now, I don't want to do anything. If I have to live on Poorville Lane for the rest of my life, and I have to rob and steal, if that's what I have to do, if this is what the economy wants me to do, because I can't get I can't do what I need to do. I can't try to strive. I'm going to give up and probably just get me a pocketbook, walk if I don't have food, go to the store like everybody else and just lift it up and take it out the store. If they handcuff me, then I have 3 meals in a cot. I don't know. My head is so going right now. I am fighting a battle right now in my head. I just feel like not even caring, and I'm trying. I'm washing the windows. I done vacuumed, and I'm doing everything. I want to pull up all the carpet off the floor so I can get on the floor and just like do whatever it is. I want to take everything off the walls and go to Home Depot and get some paint and just start painting. But I can't do it. I can't do it. So what I have been trying to do is lay down, but I can't lay down like that all day. I don't know who can do that. I can't do it. I wasn't made for laying down and just watching TV. So I did watch a movie and I fell asleep like 3 times. And the good thing is I can turn off the TV before I close out and drop out asleep. But I kid you not, I feel horrible, horrible. I don't know when my appointment is with my doctor, but I do need a doctor's appointment. A part of me feels like I need a 7-day vacation in a sterile environment, but I am so tired, so tired. And then I'm trying to do the right thing, and I'm like, okay, how long can you do the right thing and survive? You understand? And I'm saying to myself, okay, I'm not on the corner. I don't have the bags and doing everything people doing to make that fast money. But guess what? They're making that money. They're making that money. If I wanted to go outside and stand in the corner and do this and took it in my pocket, and I would have all the money in the world, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I said, I don't know what it is. I have tried everything I possibly can to just do the right thing. And I am like, where is it? But now, when my shirts come in, I will not be designing any more shirts. I will not be making any more shirts. I don't want to design any more shirts on Printful anymore. I don't want to put up any more bags. I don't want to do anything because I said this right here is definitely not for me. Now, what I do want to do, without recording or anything like that, I want to sit at my table and make 2 bracelets. The 2 bracelets, I'm just going to make them. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I cannot make and just pass it all out to I need to earn to be able to keep crafting. Now, if I had to go back to making cards all day, it would help my mood, but I can't make cards and I'm not earning enough to keep up my habit, my hobby, or whatever the case may be. But at the same token, I know that there is something for me other than that, and I don't know what it is. I really don't. But I have 2 chairs coming. 2 chairs. I checked today. They're delayed. Okay. Now I have my dining table here where I was doing my bracelets. I do my bracelets in here now on my greeting card table because I packed up all my greeting card stuff to get rid of it. A little while ago I said, thank God I didn't get rid of it, because now here it is. I'm going to sit right here at this dining table as soon as the chairs come, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to make my cards if that's what I have to do. But I don't want to make my cards to just throw them all out the door and just hand them all out. I want to be able to earn. I want to be able to be a productive citizen in society, but I cannot do that if I don't know how to do it. And then I said, okay, now I heard about this OnlyFans. So do I have to take off my blouse, get in my bed and turn a few tricks or something? Is that going to get me the money? But then I say to myself, I'm not the person that needs an abundance of money, because I'm just not that person. I just want to have enough money to where I don't have to say, okay, if I spend this $4 in my purse, if I need gas money, I don't have access to gas. That is a horrible way to live. It's a horrible way to live. That's why I say I am thankful I only have 1 kid, because to have multiple kids and be poor like this, and that's being poor on purpose, I can't do it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. A part of me just don't care. Now these are my gloves. These are my gloves that I use in the kitchen. I'm going to put them over there where they always are. But I have to make sure. Now my shoes were underneath right here, but I'm gonna leave them right here. But I have to make them a little tidier than that because that bothers me. So I'm gonna put them right here. And speaking of greeting cards, I sound like a fool, right? This is my kindness cards. I have a bin of cards here, and this usually tapes to the door, but it fell down and it broke, so it's gonna go right here. So when someone comes and I hand them a card, I just take the greeting card from there. So there you go. I'm gonna put this back over there, but I have to wash this rack now. I'm gonna put it in my bathtub, and I'm gonna wash this rack. Oh my knees are bad. So I could put it on the marketplace. And I had this rack forever, boys and girls. When I say forever, I mean forever. I don't know how many years I had this rack. I don't even know if anyone would want it. Now, this rack originally was in this bathroom right here, where I had cleaning supplies and all that stuff. Now I have those things right here, but I don't want to put a shelf in here to cause myself to want to add more stuff to it. Absolutely not. I'm just gonna let that soak for a while. I just put some water on it. This is that spray, and it has Dawn in it and a little bit of vinegar. I put that in my bathroom for me to clean with. Okay, well, that is my video for today, and thank you so much for letting this weirdo come into your life and spread joy. Now, was that really joy? I don't know, but I digress. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.